Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space, your home for crypto and DeFi education and market analysis. I'm Kevin. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out all our links below and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our content. Today, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about some of my favorite cryptos. Everyone out there puts out a video about what are their favorite coins. So these are my top 5, and then a few kind of long shots that are going to get honorable mention a little bit later in the video. Um, Before we begin, I want to talk a little bit about allocation of your portfolio. In this space, if you're watching this video, you are in one of the most volatile markets. We see swings in the 10 percentile, 20, 30 percentile range sometimes in a day. Maybe not 30% with Bitcoin, but I've definitely seen 10% with Bitcoin. And that is massive. You don't normally see that in traditional markets. So when you are allocating towards positions within your crypto or DeFi portfolio, the majority of your capital needs to be in large cap positions. I specifically believe that a lot of our capital needs to be in Bitcoin and ETH. Now, there's a few large cap alts that I think could also fall into this safer category, but a large portion of your portfolio should be Big Daddy B or Bitcoin. Big Daddy B, digital gold, it is, in my opinion, the greatest asset that I can put my extra capital into. I'm trying to protect my family, my children from inflation. What could be more noble than that? So Bitcoin makes up during different times of the market cycle. Please make sure to check out my 4-year cycle theory video. I'll pin it up at the top here in a minute. And the rest is kind of up to the individual. So, not financial advice, but I recommend that for myself, I want 40%, 50, 60% of my crypto capital into Bitcoin. And then another 10 to 15 would be Ethereum. But this video is not about Big Daddy B, and this video is not about Ethereum. Now, what that leaves us with is approximately 40% of our portfolio to allocate to altcoins. Now, the majority of this allocation, I would say between 60 to 80%, depending on the individual and how risky you really want to be. Again, not financial advice. These are my own choices with my own money. But that other 40%, 80% of that would be in large cap altcoins. Now, I'll just go ahead and give you the lowdown. So for my 5 coins this cycle that I feel comfortable putting my capital into during dips would be number 1, Solana, number 2, Toncoin, number 3, Avalanche, number 4, Chainlink, and number 5, Near Protocol. Now, there's a few honorable mentions that I will speak of at the end of the video, but the 5 large cap alts of my portfolio are Solana, Near, Toncoin, AVAX, and and Chainlink. Now, let's talk about why. So Solana is my coin of choice because Solana is kind of the coin for the people. If you've seen the explosion of meme growth on the Solana network, you would know that their strategy has been to try to be the fastest chain out there. Now, it isn't all roses out there because Solana's had many instances of downtime where the network has basically stopped processing transactions or just went down altogether. You know, think like the old NES systems where you had to pull the game out, blow on the cartridge, stick it back in, and pray to God that it works. But if you look at total value lock, Solana is growing almost the fastest, or at certain times, the fastest. Meme coins exploding on Solana. A lot of money coming in and out of that market. And with the degeneracy of meme coin trading on Solana, they kind of are starting to prove like, hey, we are trying to build a chain here that could run a stock exchange like the NASDAQ. And during last cycle, that is what I heard them speak of. To me, this is what traditional market players who come into this market with money, they're going to start with Bitcoin ETFs. They might start with Ethereum ETFs, but what are they going to move to next? Solana. And that brings me to one of my second choices, or my second choice, and that would be Chainlink. Now, Chainlink is a coin from last cycle also, but I feel very comfortable with what Chainlink is doing in the market. Chainlink is an oracle. They're trying to bring real world data onto the blockchain. And with this narrative of real world assets, I believe that there will be a place for Chainlink. I could see Chainlink possibly even getting an ETF way late in the cycle. Although by then I'll probably be selling most of my bags. Not financial advice. Coin number 3 would be Toncoin. And out of all the coins we're speaking of, Toncoin is up the most this year at 167%. Okay. Now, Toncoin is the coin of the Telegram network. If you've played Hamster Combat or played around with any of the bots on there, it's kind of fun. Toncoin, though, has an automatic user database as big as Telegram. Now, this in itself, if Ton becomes a currency of the Telegram network, is huge. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was to go into actual some of the metrics, Toncoin is $15 billion big in market cap. I mean, that's massive. So I wouldn't expect Toncoin to get more than a 3x, maybe a 4. But this cycle. But the point of the matter is I feel very confident, not financial advice, that this is a possibility. Look at this chart. I mean, we've gone all the way from like $1.50, $1.60, all the way up to, I mean, 8.17, 8.18. What a run. I wish I was in Ton down here. Now, I bought in more like here, well, I guess closer to here, like the 5.75 range up to the $6 range. So lately, I've been dollar cost averaging back into Toncoin, and I feel very comfortable. This will be an excellent one to have in my portfolio this cycle. Going back, another one we mentioned was Avalanche. Now, Avalanche has been good during the first part of the year and kind of disappointing the second part of the year. Because, I mean, right now we're looking at negative 46% on the year. Probably one of the worst on my list next to Chainlink, which is negative 32.5% on the year. But Avalanche is one of my kind of gaming narrative plays. Now, I know that gaming coins have not done good this cycle. Not at all. So I feel for you if you have a lot of gaming coins in your bag. But I do have some gaming infrastructure plays, Avalanche, IMX, and I did have a little bit of bag of Beam. I think I've sold most of that off at this point. So Avalanche has had a lot of partnerships. Avalanche, let's check that out actually. The circulating supplies, pretty big. And they are about like ton. There's about 50% of it that's out. So both Toncoin and AVAX, how I would play those this cycle is I would really want to look into token unlocks and when they're occurring. Now I'm going to make a video at a later date explaining a website you can use to research token unlocks, but it's literally called, excuse me, tokenlocks.app, token.unlocks.app. It's an excellent tool to research when unlocks are going to occur with certain blockchains. Like I'm getting a little weary about my TIA position because I know there's a large unlock coming up. That just means a whole bunch of people who got in way before we did are going to have their coins unlocked and the ability to dump them. That means dump their bags on us. So we have to be careful, not just what our strong conviction plays are, but when do we buy in? When do we sell a little bit? Or when do we cut our losses and close out the entire position? Now, the next coin on our list, and the final coin on our list is Near Protocol. Now, Near Protocol is up about 6% this year. It's down, oh my gosh, 23% on the month. Near is a extremely fast blockchain and kind of an AI play. Near and Render on the Solana network are my favorites. Hint, hint, you may hear about that one in a bit. But Near Protocol, the chart looks terrible. 7 days, a little better. 1 month, well, at least we're out of here, but we have a long way to get back up here to almost $7. So this has been one that I've slowly been accumulating right now, along with Render, along with Toncoin, and a few others. So if you stayed with the video this long, please like and subscribe to the channel, ping that notification bell, and check out our links below. But I'd also like to talk about some coins that I consider honorable mention. And I'm going to just quickly go through them and give you my reasoning. Number one is Render. And Render, the best way I can explain, is a AI play. The craziest thing is I think that when the AI narrative gets hot again, which it will, you're going to see tokens like Render begin to run again. Except the next time this run happens, I will start laddering out my position. Excuse me. Render was a token that I had a small bag and I went in way too heavy at the wrong time. So I am slightly down on this position, but I have been running a Render Solana liquidity pool that's allowed me to earn a lot of that back in fees. And I've talked about that one in previous videos. All right, our next one, after Render, the next coin I wanted to pull up on our list after Render, and I'm kind of weird because there's so many. Injectives almost made the list. Celestia almost made the list, but I've talked about it before. And I've definitely talked about this one before, but it's high up on my list. I have a large position in this one, and that's the Jupiter token, which is a governance token for the Jupiter DEX aggregator on the Solana network. It's sitting at about 79 cents. And if you look at the year chart, you can see we had a huge pump. I sold a lot around $1.30, $1.40. This cycle, it just seemed way overheated at that time. And I started to buy it back in around $1.10. And I've been kind of slowly accumulating this for the year, staking it, and waiting for my Jupiter staking rewards come, I think, in December, but I'll have to check on that time, and I'll be sure to let anyone know who is subscribed to my channel. Here's the thing. One of my theses right now is during this next part of the bull run, most money that comes back into the altcoin market is going to come into large cap alts. And that's why I'm doing this video right now. And a lot of my positioning, I'm focusing on Near, Solana, Toncoin, maybe even Chainlink a little bit, but I have a pretty big Chainlink bag already. But I also want some beta plays. And what's the next thing people are going to do is they're going to look at these decentralized exchanges built on top of those blockchains. So that would be Jupiter, Radium, maybe Orca on Solana. If we're talking about base, that would be Aerodrome, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. But because I'm so bullish on Solana and I'm bullish on Solana dexes, Jupe is a token big time in my bags right now. Now, this doesn't mean it doesn't have risk. This token has tons of inflation, although they did just vote to burn a lot of tokens. This is one we'll just have to wait to see, but I think it's an excellent beta play on the Solana network. Another beta play would probably be With, if you're into meme coins, or maybe Bonk. But I don't like to get too more degen than that, except I do like the coin Tooker. But man, they make some funny videos. You should check out their YouTube channel if you get a chance. All right, let's look at our other kind of plays that may almost have made it. And the next one would have been Ondo. Pith would have been another Solana one, but I'm not going to talk about that one in this video. But Ondo. Ondo is a RWA play, real world assets. They tokenize treasuries. They are backed by BlackRock. Not that I'm a fan, but if they're backed by BlackRock, I'm expecting this one to show a little bit of strength a little bit later in the bull run, just like all the other altcoins looking terrible now. But on the 7-day, check this out, looking pretty strong. And I have been buying a little bit of extra Ondo during these last few dips. Okay, nice. Now, the last two I would like to look at, and there's so many on my list actually, are Aerodrome, Aether. Now, Aerodrome is the governance token of Aerodrome on the Base network. I'm definitely bullish on Base, and I think Aerodrome is an excellent coin to kind of get a beta play on the Base network since they don't have a coin anyway. Now, the interesting thing about Aerodrome Finance is a lot of people are scared of it because of the inflation. But I actually think that the inflation is going to I actually think the inflation is going to outrun the price, or not outrun that. The amount of demand for the coin is going to outplay the amount of inflation. Now, yes, Arrow is already up 620% on the year, so looking super bullish. So again, one you got to be careful with. It is smaller market cap, very volatile, but I'm bullish on Base. I'm bullish on Aerodrome. I'm bullish on the Arrow token. So I definitely have that in my back. My other one, it would be ATH, or Aether. It's an AI slash maybe slightly a gaming play. It's a little hyped up, makes me a little nervous, but I like this one. Okay. Now, Aether is looking weak on the day, but check the 7-day charts, looking a lot like Arrow, looking a lot like these other ones that are showing strength right now. And finally, those are all the ones I wanted to present in this video today. Now, yes, right now you're seeing a ton of the meme tokens I'm kind of following. Those are just gambling plays. I wouldn't suggest any, but I don't suggest anything because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only giving you my plays and how I would approach these markets. But just for a little bit at the end, my last one I was going to mention, even though I've already mentioned everyone, is World Mobile Token. Now, World Mobile Token is on multiple chains, but I have it on the Cardano network. It is a decentralized mobile network. I like this DePIN play. I think it could run with DePIN. It's a very small market cap. It could run a lot. They've been around. They've proved themselves. So yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to the channel, and check out our links below. And until next time, peace. If you'd like to learn more about crypto and DeFi investing, such as yield farming, providing liquidity, or lending pools, check out the links below for Crypto Labs Research. They offer a free DeFi course. They have the UIG, Underdog Investment Group. You get 20% off your first month and grow your portfolio and yourself.